Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie, and welcome to the next instalment of our South Island adventure. And we are in Greymouth.
Yeah, we've come here to the top 10. Normally we would stay at the Freedom Camping while we're in Greymouth, right? There's some really neat Freedom Camping just on the river mouth. With my parents travelling with us in a motorhome, it would mean that they wouldn't get to save their spot during the day if they went out. So we thought we would get a campsite.
And treat ourselves to some long showers as well. So we spent the last few days in Nelson Creek. You might have seen that video. We had a great time there. And we've only got a couple of days in Greymouth, eh?
Yeah.
We're pretty much going to have a day here exploring, then a day trip down to Hokitika, explore down there, and then we're off up the west coast. Or further up. So yeah, come along. We've got a couple of cool walks. We're going to go to the Hokitika Gorge, and there's also a walk I really like here in Greymouth, Woods Creek, which we will go to shortly.
We might check out the bike track as well.
Oh yeah, we've got our bikes. I keep forgetting about that. Now this may be an unpopular opinion, but I personally think there's not heaps to do in Greymouth. There's the Brunner Mine, which is pretty cool, just out of town. But there is one walk that is really awesome and shouldn't be missed, and that is Woods Creek Track. So it's up a road called Maori Creek Road. It's actually the same road that Shantytown's on. It's quite far up the road. It's about 20 kilometres up that road, and the last 6 kilometres are gravel. But it is well worth coming to. It's an old walk through a mine site. There are tunnels that you can walk through. There's a swing bridge. There's caves you can go into. So yeah, 20 minutes off the main road, but well worth coming here. We actually came here a few years ago. I was just looking at the old video of our little girls running around this same track, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. Bring a torch if you're coming. Maybe some shoes you don't mind getting dirty, because from memory, one of the caves is quite muddy. But yeah, definitely something you should do when you're in Greymouth. So there were a couple of different types of mining that went on here in Woods Creek. There was tunnelling, so they've dug tunnels straight in looking for veins of quartz and gold, and then the normal traditional sort of sluicing in the riverbeds. These are all tailings. All these rocks here have been moved by the miners. There's a stream there and a stream back here, so these have been picked up and moved. So pretty incredible. They're just sat here for years covered in moss, but there's thousands of them. It would have been pretty hard work. You got your torch ready? Oh yeah! Alright, the first of many caves along here. This one is a barrier, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to go in it, but I think there's one around the corner we can go in from memory. It's so cool. I can't imagine working out here when they were mining out here. Just would have been so damp and cold in the winter, and digging tunnels like this. If you missed the last video as well, we were in a place called Nelson Creek, which is about half an hour up the road from here, maybe 45 minutes. One of our favourite campsites to camp at, but it had a lot of tunnels as well from mining there, and a lot of these tail races, and we just spent hours like walking through them with torches exploring. So if you missed that video, I'll link it up here somewhere. But yeah, it is a really cool place. This whole area, actually, if you're into gold mining, really awesome. So this is one of the tunnels you can come down, a pretty long tunnel. It splits off into two, and then there's these little sort of side caves you can explore. Very cool. Pretty cool. Kind of splits off into a bit of a triangle, and then you can go way back up into the back of this one or down to the left there, but pretty awesome. So not only are there some pretty cool tunnels to explore on this walk, there's also a swing bridge. So this is one of the tail races where they dug through the rock to divert the water basically through their sluice boxes. This was dug by hand, look at that. And now there's stairs down there and you can walk through it. What do you reckon, worth coming out here?
Yeah, for sure, that was really cool. It seemed a lot easier this time around without two 1-year-olds on our backs. But it was really neat, yeah. It was cool going through the tunnels again. We actually brought torches this time, which we'd forgotten to do last time, so made it a lot easier.
I should have mentioned as well, the loop is 1.1 kilometres, they say about 45 minutes. Probably took us about that with a little bit of exploring. It's not, there's a lot of steps and some steep steps, so yeah, it's not wheelchair or pushchair friendly, so you've got to carry your kids around or wait till they're old enough to walk. But yeah, well worth the gravel road to get out here. Camper van, Chelsea's parents' camper van got out here fine as well, a little bit bumpy in some spots, but yeah. Alright, we'll go back to our accommodation, show you where we were staying for a couple nights, and go from there. Well, it's a little too windy to talk to you outside, but home for the next couple of nights is the Greymouth top 10. Another top 10, we've had a few this trip, but they've been quite good for just having nice long showers. But yeah, quite nice campsite actually. It's right by the beach, and that's probably why it's so windy, but it's just a few k's south of town, which is good because tomorrow we're going to head south to Hokitika for a bit of a day trip, so nice and handy for that. So yeah, we just parked by the playground. That's the only one downside actually to this campground. There are a whole lot of sites behind the playground, and we thought we'll park there, the kids can play in the playground, and none of them had water. And I didn't check, and we needed water, and I set the whole caravan up, wound the legs down, plugged it in, all that sort of stuff, got all the chairs out, put the awning out, and then I was like, where's the tap? And couldn't find the tap. I asked at the office, and they said they didn't have a hose they could lend me that was long enough to reach the sites down that way where there's water. So had to pack everything up, hook the caravan up, and go and fill the tanks. So mild inconvenience, I suppose. I should have checked, it's my bad. But yeah, I'll wander around now, I'll show you around. There's a big TV room, games room, big laundry here, kitchen. Seems to be a lot of like motels and cabins here, I'm guessing for the tourist season, but yeah, it's quite nice sort of beach vibes. So yeah, I'll give you a quick tour around, and then we'll get stuck into some dinner. Another barbecue tonight on the old Weber. So this top 10 here in Greymouth is right on the beach, and between the campground and the beach is the West Coast Wilderness Trail, which is a big bike trail. We got a big map today from the eyesight, but it goes from Greymouth down the coast to Hokitika, goes inland a bit to Lake Canary, goes to Ross. I think it goes further south than that. Some pretty cool looking bush, and like heaps of old mining history and relics, and logging. There's a lot of logging history here as well, so there's a lot of cool stuff along the way. So we're going to go and burn off some of our sausages we just ate, and just probably head back to town, because we're a few k's out of town, so you can head back to town and look at Shipwreck Point and a few things there. So we might bike down there, we'll see how far we get. It is a bit late, like it's 8:30 already, and normally the kids would all be fast asleep if we were home, but they've been going to bed at like 9:30, 10 this trip, so we might as well go out and enjoy ourselves and have another late night. I forgot how much I really enjoyed evenings in the caravan. We're parked next to the ocean right now, you can hear the waves. Caravan's clean and tidy. Chelsea's right there reading a book. I'm here editing a video. No sort of TV on, a house to tidy or anything like that. It's really nice. I really miss this part of the caravan life, that's for sure. Alright, well, we've come on a little day trip down the coast today to Hokitika, and it's about half an hour from Westport, so good distance for a day trip. First stop, Hokitika Gorge. Beautiful, amazing kind of bluey green water through the gorge here. A couple of swing bridges, you can do like a 45-minute loop track. Then we might do the treetop walk and go to the beach. You're allowed to look for greenstone on the beach here on Hokitika, and midgies, mosquitoes biting me. So yeah, we'll go on the beach, we'll have a hunt for some greenstone, show you around the town a bit. But yeah, pretty cool place, worth coming up the gorge. It is 20-25 minutes out of Hokitika itself. It seems like such a long, boring drive, kind of heading towards the hills, but it's well worth it, and I'll show you why in a sec. So it's well worth doing this loop track. You can just go down and see the swing bridges, or you can do an hour-ish loop track. But the bush here is really nice. Lots of birds and cicadas, and it's a good track. Ruby's a little tired, but yeah, well worth doing the full loop. Well, thank you for watching. Pretty quick little couple of days here in Greymouth.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. Yeah. It was nice to go down to Hokitika. We got a whole bucket full of stones to take home. I'm going to build a rock polisher as well, a rock tumbler when we get home. So I'll make a little video about that. But we're going to polish some of these. We got so many stones now.
He's been promising me for a few years, so I've got quite the collection.
Taking up space in our shed at home. So where to next?
Next, we are going to head up to a place we've never been before. We had some viewers reach out to us and offer us a place to stay and told us about their cool little town. So that's exciting.
Yeah. It's a little place between Greymouth and Westport called Charleston. We drove through it.
We drove through it.
I guess.
We didn't stop. We were going from Pancake Rocks up to Westport.
Yeah. So we never stopped.
Between.
We never checked it out. Apparently there's a nice beach there. There's biking. There's Mitchell's Creek gold mine as well, which we must have driven past as well. So yeah, one of those spots we missed last time, and all the time we were living down the South Island, somehow we missed it. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll go there next, and then we'll continue on up to Westport. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. See ya.